Think about this. Among thousands of voices, videos, and noises that fill your daily life, you are here. Now, this is not a coincidence. It's a sacred appointment, a gentle yet powerful calling that your soul has recognized. God has drawn you here, not to inform you, but to transform you. This message is not just words. It's a key, a breath, a light meant to illuminate a place within you that's been in the shadows for a long time. Close the eyes of your body and open the eyes of your spirit. You are in a season of transition, a sacred crossing. And if you feel that tension, that unspoken thirst, it's not anxiety. It's the echo of your spirit finally tuning into the frequency of heaven. God has not forgotten you. He has hidden you. He kept you in secret not because you were abandoned, but because you were being built. What you called loneliness was actually sanctification. What you called silence was a strategy. You were not cast aside. You were set apart. And now, the moment has come. Listen closely. A door is opening. Not in front of you, but within you. A new dimension. A new breath. A divine invitation to rise, to walk no longer by sight, but by faith. You are no longer yesterday's version. You are being renewed. This message is a sacred mirror. It shows you that what you seek in the outside world is already being formed inside you. The peace you're chasing is waiting in the very place where you dare to surrender to the divine voice. Answers don't come through noise, they come through obedience. You prayed for a sign. This is one. You asked for confirmation. Here it is. You're not listening out of curiosity, but because of a heavenly calling. For the Spirit is speaking to you, softly but clearly. Rise up, choose to trust me, even when you don't understand. There are things you are losing, but every loss is preparing you for what's coming. God removes, not to punish you, but to make room. He is not breaking you. He is shaping you. And if you only knew what's coming, you wouldn't be crying like this. You wouldn't be doubting so much. You wouldn't be clinging to what is dying, because what God is preparing goes beyond anything you can imagine. He's not just taking you to a place. He's lifting you to a dimension, to a version of yourself you've never seen before. The fire you are walking through is not to consume you, but to purify you. You are not at the end of the road. You are in the heart of the process. And even if your hands tremble, even if your heart wavers, the Eternal does not tremble. He is stable. He is firm. And He is with you. There, in the desert of your misunderstanding, in the night of your silence, in the long and unjust waiting, He is there, and He whispers to your spirit, what you are living now is temporary, but what I am writing is eternal. You were shaped to carry glory. You were set apart for a mission many will never understand. And it's not for them to understand. It's for you to respond. Respond. Get up. Cry if you must. But do not stop. For those who sow in tears will reap in joy. And the seeds you planted in pain will bloom in grace. Stop listening to the voice of doubt. Stop feeding the lies of the past. You are not what you've been through. You are not defined by what you've lost. You are the one God is calling today to walk in His light. The mantle awaits you. The crown is reserved for you. The mission has been entrusted to you. But to enter into fullness, you must lay down the unnecessary weight, the unhealed wounds, the silent grudges, the inherited fears. God is inviting you to let it all go. Here, now, because only with empty hands can you receive the fullness of heaven. Really look inside yourself. What you thought was broken was actually being formed. What seemed like the end was only the beginning of renewal. Because with God, endings are never ruins. They're passages. You weren't abandoned. You were set apart. You weren't forgotten. You were hidden. God never drew you away to punish you, but to prepare you, to prepare your heart to love without condition, to prepare your knees to bend with humility, to prepare your lips to speak with power. What you're going through is the altar where your pride dies. What you're living is the cradle of your destiny. You see delays. God sees divine alignment. You see losses. God sees holy pruning. You see a desert. God sees an encounter. Yes, for it is in the desert that the Eternal speaks face to face. He tears down the idols of your heart, not to punish you, but to set you free. He shuts doors, not to imprison you, but to sanctify you. And when you think everything is silent, his breath intensifies. Because he has seen you, he has chosen you, and he is equipping you, not for a small work, not for a simple dream, but to manifest his kingdom in the heart of a wounded generation. You are not an accident. You are not too late. You are not too little. You are exactly where you need to be to hear this word. And now, look to the future, no longer with fear, but with faith, because the one who began the work is faithful to complete it. You are being built like a living house. Every tear is a stone. Every prayer is a pillar. Every silence is a foundation. And soon, very soon, the world will see what God has formed in secret. And now, heaven opens over your life, not with noise, but with majesty, not in turmoil, but in a peace more powerful than the storm. Because the King is calling you now by name. He does not call you the way the world called you, not by your past, not by your wounds, but he calls you son, he calls you daughter, he calls you anointed, he calls you sent. Look, the season is changing. What felt like an eternal winter is turning into a prophetic spring. The seeds you sowed in tears are sprouting under the rain of the Spirit, because everything you've gone through was not punishment, but process. A process to make you a living flame, a reflection of the Father's heart, a voice in the wilderness, a light in the night. The chains fall now. The veils are torn. The doors swing open. And you enter not as a beggar, but as an heir, not as a broken, but as a carrier of restoration, not as a silent, but as a prophet. For the earth is waiting for what God has placed inside you. Creation groans for the revelations your mouth will release. Heaven rejoices to see you rise. You are not alone. The heavenly armies walk with you. The Spirit of the Lord goes before you, and the fire of the Most High burns in your bones. So now go, walk with faith, love with power, prophesy with boldness, and live fully for what you were born to do, for the time has come. It is no longer a whisper. It is a call. It is a divine summons. It is your moment. Rise up, for the anointing has fallen. The mission is sealed, and the glory of God goes with you.